Morning guys, how are we doing? Fletch from the laddadsguide. Come and follow me today on one of our daily mooches. First pit stop's a coffee. Always start the day right. Busy? It's good to see you are still open though, and yeah, that's good. Yeah, so this is the bakery actually, so there's a few of these now. There's one further up on near Morningside, there's one in Stockbridge, but this one here, as you can see, is the bakery. You get some great pastries in there as well, but you watch my waistline. So yeah, coffees, pastries, great laddadsguide. It's my first pit stop along the way really, the Meadows, so I cut through from Brunsfield and then into the links, which then goes on to the Meadows. You can see our seat to your right when we get a bit further down here. Just a great view, nice little walk, and allegedly that's the first ever golf course in Scotland, but I don't know if it's true or not. I'm not a golfer. I'm also going to get my steps up today. Last Friday I think I did 50,000 steps, about 30k. You won't see me running around the links, but you'll see me mooching about town. Edinburgh's beautiful though, you know. I think we're spoilt living in Edinburgh. I've said it in a couple of blogs, I've said it in my posts. You know, Edinburgh's great. Great city, you know, you look around, this is literally on my doorstep. Arthur's Seat, the castle through the back there, and then even the newer buildings there, that's the old hospital. So that's been there a few years now. But yeah, this is Edinburgh. It's great, mate, great. So we're just cutting through the middle of the Meadows here now. This is what we probably call the student quarter, on the way to Severino's for a slice of pizza. Here though, it's quite quiet today, looking round, a bit cold, a bit overcast, but in the summer it's amazing. Between the barbecues, you know, the atmosphere is really cool in the summer and the spring, and the colours are great and the changing colours, and yeah, you know, again, just another great little walk, and we're not even into the city yet. Pandemic graffiti, which got me papped on BBC News. You could probably get it on catch up. So now the mooch has taken us to Forest Road, where we've got some great hotspots, hospitality hotspots. You've got El Cartel, tacos on point. You've got Severino's, which we'll come back to. We've got Palazzo, and right through the middle there, you've got the National Museum of Edinburgh. Quick carb overload here now. We're going to go to Severino Slice. Best pizza in town, mate. So most folk touch little Bobby's nose, that's why it's gone gold now. They've just come off, you can see the brass underneath, but I can't actually reach, so you know, give him a little pat on his paw. So now we are on the crossroads of Georgia Folk Bridge and the Royal Mile. We're going to go down the Royal Mile now, and you're going to come and see St Giles Church. One of my most photographed shots is Advocates Close. And you can see the Scottish Monument through there. So yeah, let's have a look down the Royal Mile. So what you get when you're going down the Royal Mile is you get a load of what the Scottish call closes. I'd call it an alleyway or a ginnel, mate. But yeah, we're going to look at the first one here, which is Advocates Close, probably one of my favourites. And as you can see, when you look right down the close, you can see the Scottish Monument in the distance. Daily mooch, taking us down to the famous Stockbridge and Howden. Great coffee and tea shop. For me it's a tea shop. Don't really drink coffee here, I always drink tea. And as you can see, it must be cold. I've got my Fagan gloves on. Never before has a boy asked for more. Anyway, in the words of Oliver, get a brew. So we're still on the water of Leith, but we're coming away from Leith and we're taking a walk towards, as you can see in the distance here, St Bernard's Well. Eye on Edinburgh, I think is another word for it. Water of Leith that way, St Bernard's Well, Dean Village. So we're now on Dean Village, in the heart of Dean Village, just on the bridge. Again, we're still on the water of Leith. Leith this way into the city centre there, but just look at it, it's beautiful. You pan round here and it just looks like you're in a medieval village almost. I forgot how mint it is down here. I've not been in for a while. So what you may notice in some of these big grand Edinburgh buildings and streets around Edinburgh, you find that some of them are all concreted up or boarded up, for want of a better word. And what that was, is back in the day, it was window tax. So the less windows you had, the less tax you paid. So people used to concrete up or board up the windows to pay less tax. The Daily Mooch are taking us from the west side of Edinburgh. We're now at the east side, going up towards Carlton Hill. You can just see in the background. We've seen the Scotch Monument, but you'll also just see over there to my left now is the Balmoral, the only 5-star hotel in Edinburgh. And a little fun fact for you, the clock's always 3 minutes fast, so you don't miss your train. We're currently just at the bottom of Calton Hill. We're going to take a look up to one of the best viewpoints and the most accessible viewpoints in Edinburgh, also known as the Athens of the North. For some people know it as that, and you'll see why when we get up there. Stunning little view, and you can see right across the skyline of Edinburgh. So now we're up at the top of Carlton Hill, overlooking what is, as you can see in the distance there, is Arthur's Seat, an old volcanic rock, as far as I'm led to believe. Across from Arthur's Seat to the opposite side of town, you can see up there with the snow on the hills, that's the Pentland Hills. Again, we are so blessed to live in a city like Edinburgh. This on your doorstep. So now we're over to the north side of the city. If you look into the distance there, you've got the Forth of Firth, which is Fife, and the Forth Road Bridge, panning right across the architecture of Edinburgh, over to the north, and then you're far, far right over here, you've got Sunshine on Leith, the famous Leith Walk, and if you're a Hibber, the Hibbs Ground, Easter Road. So again, this is a view from the north side of Edinburgh, looking at the construction work that's going on in the St James Centre. Oh, is it ugly? Is it beautiful? Is it old meets new? I'm sat on the fence a little bit, but again, it is great that the city's evolving and moving on. Keep on keeping on. Well, that's the end of today's Mooch, guys. Hope you've liked it. We've been around the city today. We've took in some good sights as always. We're blessed living in Edinburgh. I'm going to leave you with a breathtaking view of Edinburgh. Hope you've liked it. Stay tuned for more Daily Mooches. Thanks.